All right. So now it's about finding influencers or content creators or actors or happy or even happy customers. So now it's about we're gonna make content. We need content to see our products, to see our brand. We need attention, right? We live in an attention economy, and if we want to scale our business, we need attention, right? So what we see in 2023 and 2024 and even 2022 is UGC ads is working the absolute best. Okay, so what is UGC ads? UGC ads, this stands for user generated content. And my best explanation of UGC content is content or advertising that doesn't feel like advertising. It is more personal, it is more almost more amateur, almost more it's more personalized, it's more private, and people like it because they trust it, right? So I just want to say the stages of simple plain ads doesn't work anymore. You can't run simple ads, simple picture ads, and expect an incredible return on investment or an incredible ROAS or an incredible scale of your e-commerce business. You need to be creative, innovative, and especially with UGC content. So to make UGC content, we need to find influencers. We need to talk with content creators or actors or even happy customers. Okay, so section 1. You need to, again, define your ideal customer. We have done this a bunch of times now, but I just want to say that in your videos, in your ads, if you sell to a 30-year-old woman, maybe a 30-year-old woman needs to be in the video, right? You need to think this. Like if you sell to this specific customer, maybe that specific customer must be in the content as well because it reflects the best with the people you're selling to, okay? But this doesn't mean you should test different types of things. I just want to make this clear and give an example of a brand that we helped that sold a perfume, a perfume for men, right? But then again, we had women in the video talking about how nice the perfume was on their boyfriend or how nice it was on their friend. So then again, there we used women influencers talking about men and selling it to men. So again, this doesn't entirely mean that you need to have a specific person that reflects with the right audience that you sell to. You need to test these things, right? If you sell to a 30-year-old male, all right, test with a 20-year-old woman talking about the male, right? Maybe even try an older man, or maybe even try a younger woman or an elderly woman. You need to test these things, an older man, a younger woman, or a younger person, or whatever. You need to test these things to see what is going to work the best for you. So then again, define these things, but don't be afraid to test various types of age groups and genders. Okay? Section 2. A lot of people think that influencers is expensive. It costs a lot of money and it doesn't work. And I just want to tell you that when we have spent over 10 million Norwegian last year on advertising, we see that it does work. Absolutely does work. Because UGC is so broad. It's so many different types of concepts you can do. I'm gonna go through that in the next module. I'm gonna go more about that on that module. But engaging micro influencers is the best thing to do. Usually they have followers that are more engaged to them. They are usually more cheap, right? And what you also can do, you can be more personalized when you actually talk with these influencers, right? So you can, when you, for example, in an outreach channel, you can outreach to different types of influencers, different type of, maybe you can even outreach to your own followers, to your own following in your brand, and ask them if they want free products in exchange for a few videos or a few clips or a few concepts, variations, all these things. And what you can do here is that you give them the best winning products. You give the best, like I was talking about, you give the 4 or 5 winning products to your influencers. And what you can do here is that you give them free products in exchange just for a few types of clips They don't need to edit the video. They don't need to even post on their social media. And now you say, Gard, why are they not going to post on their social media? Because a lot of e-commerce brands tend to think that you need to post on their social media, on that specific influencer's social media, to get sales. But that isn't the case. That is what a lot of people do wrong. A lot of e-commerce brands do wrong. So what you do here is that you actually take the content, you edit the content itself, and then you advertise it, like we're going to go through in the next module, right? So use the influencer's content, and obviously you need to make it clear to the influencer that you're going to advertise it through your own channels. So there you can actually say that you want to exchange free products, and you don't even have to edit. You don't need to have to post on your social media if you don't want to. And we make the scripts and the concepts for you. And then a lot of times the influencers actually like the idea because it doesn't take them so much time. And then again, now you can find more influencers. And then you can have, when you have many more influencers, your brand seems a lot more solid. It's more engaging. It's more people. It's people that like your customers. It's people that like your brand, your products. And now you gain more trust to your customers. Okay. Section 3. When you talk to these influencers, when you talk to these content creators, it's a lot about quality checking, right? So you need to understand if they're comfortable with their scripts, they're comfortable with the products, they're comfortable in front of the camera, they have some type of charisma in front of them so they can actually perform well in the videos. You need to understand this so you have trust in them, right? And also sometimes you can even review their previous work. Ask them, is there any type of videos you've done before? Right, so you can actually have a look and see if this is going to fit your brand or not. But don't be too picky. Especially if you're starting a new e-commerce brand and you have a completely new product, don't be too picky. Take the influencer you can have and use it. All right. Section 4, you can establish contact and collaboration and all these things. You can negotiate types of terms. You need to do that. But the best thing is to have mutual interest. That the influencers actually like your product, because then it's actually going to be reasonable video, it's going to be a personalized video, it's going to be honest videos, and that's what you want. So you want to build the relationships with the customers, you want to make them like your product, give them something for free, give them a discount, and keep that relationship, right? Keep that relationship, because they might refer it to their friends, and the friends refer it to their friends, and so goes on, right? And then again, monitoring and feedback. You can, when I was talking about performance tracking, right? A lot of people, what they do is that they run that, they think that the influencer needs to post it on their social media. But performance tracking is really, really easy, because you run it through your ads and you can analyze it through your ads. So now you can see exactly what influencer did the best, what type of video did the best, what type of concept did the best. What was it that they was talking about in the video? What concept was it? Now you can analyze exactly what is working, right? So now you're taking it to the next step, which means what can you test later on? So we're going to go also a little bit more in the next module as well. And also section 6, if there's some type of influencer and you want to collaborate with them, you need to have contracts and agreements in place. I always said that mutual interest and they wanting your product is always going to be the best. But if you want somebody to make content for you every single month, and you want to have somebody that makes content 50, 60 different types of videos every single month, you should have some type of contract and agreement with them to make everything clear and safe and all these things. Okay. So yeah, moving on to the next module.